Okay, looks like we're up and live. Group chats there. Screen share, showcase Q&As there. Click on that one. On the Facebook. It looks like everyone's having a nice afternoon out in the sun. It's a beautiful day. Let's see how many people turn up. We'll hang around for a little while. If you drop in there and you can see me, please let me know. Take the camera off. No, we'll leave that at the moment. Settings. Test sound and voice. Yeah. Looks all right. We'll leave that as it is. Hopefully people can hear me up okay. Leave call. No. The correct link. Just let me see if I have the correct link. Okay, so let's invite people to that one. Invite to that one. Should be still running, but I can't seem to see it at the moment. What have we got here? That's the recorded version by the look of it. Yep. Okay, so we're still waiting around to see if anybody turns up. Really being a nice day outside and it's beautiful and sunny as I'm looking out there. Doesn't look like there's much going on. I will jump into Facebook and see if there's anybody over there. Right, so put the screen over. Like so. By one. Not that one. Can I get in? Sure. Oh. But as it is with technology, it's always quite possible that you're going to have technical problems. So let's try this. Invitation, so just sent an invite to the call. Recording is working, so that's good. Just talking to myself. Down. Elf. Okay, so my spelling is bad. On Facebook, I just said I was talking to my elf. So. Okay, so we've got your screen share, chat. So we'll take that. Cancel that, we don't need that. This guest showing is tied the audio. No, no. No. Henry cannot hear or see you. I don't quite know what to do with that. Ah, there's someone else. Look at that. Hey, Amanda. Can you hear me okay?
Hi. Yep, really good.
Cool. I'm just chilling at the moment as normal. There's a few technical people wandering around trying to get in, but that's all good.
Oh, yeah. How hot is it where you are?
Very. I'm looking out to a sunny day and the window should be open. It's probably a good idea. It's beautiful. So.
It's so muggy over here.
Yeah, I'm heading off to the beach soon after this. So.
Lucky.
I can just hear you. There we go.
Oh, I'm not very close to the thing. That's probably
That's
better.
right. I just didn't volume up. It's me. So. I'm just waiting for a couple others. I'll give it about another 5 minutes.
Yep. Oh, good. Surrounded and sitting in my shoe shop, surrounded by shoes.
My wife's a shoe lover. That could be her fantasy.
Kid shoes mainly.
Oh, okay. Duh.
I'll have to show you my mess. How do I do it there, Ray?
Oh, yeah.
Piles and piles at the moment. All the winter stuff coming in. Oh gosh.
Oh, yeah.
Fun and games. You enjoying it over in the bay?
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's a great place to live. It is
Yeah.
paradise as far as I'm concerned, especially once you got out of Auckland. It's a whole different world.
Yeah.
Right, someone's just waiting. I've got 5 more minutes because I knew there'd be a few people, even though I posted on the group and everything else.
Yeah.
And it's all recording this time, so I've got that sorted out. So it'll be stuck on YouTube afterwards automatically.
Yeah, we had a warning when I came in. There was a warning saying that everything will be recorded.
No, yeah, okay. It's pretty cool. I've actually done a funeral like this once before.
Yeah, technology is really good.
I think it does give its own challenges, and I think it's a matter of, I think it's only as good as what you can use it for, and how you got to work out. You got to spend some time learning it. That's all it is. And accept that as soon as you put technology in any mix, that something's not going to work out. Like I've done a few presentations, and I've automatically got up with a backup plan that the technology is not going to be there, and that's proved very life-saving at times.
Yeah, yeah.
4 minutes. Who's in the group at the moment? Oh, yeah. We'll give it a couple more minutes. I don't want to wait around too long, otherwise it's going to. I've got enough time till 3 o'clock, and then my agreement with my wife is that at 3 o'clock I'm done and we're out doing something else. So
yeah.
looks like everyone's making the best of the sun except us.
I haven't even been to the beach this summer yet. Pretty miserable, really. Gotta go.
I spent most of Christmas around here, so all we basically did was get up and go to the beach most days. It was about all it was.
Yay. Oh, somebody's pulled up.
Yeah, that's what I sent it to. Okay. This Renee Vander White is trying to get in, but it doesn't, for some reason can't get it to work. We might just start, I think. In a second, just typing. Okay, just going to check the replay, so that's all good. So the idea about this is I want to go through what's happened to me over the last 7 weeks, and this is in regard to hijacking and getting basically in the private label model, when you get other people listing on your site, that's hijacking. Now, keeping in mind that in Amazon's mind, if someone else is listing exactly the same product as yours, that's actually what they want to happen. So it's not technically hijacking. What had happened to me was slightly different, and I'll explain that into but I'll go through the process of what happened and all the way through. And I did get a good outcome from it. So this started about 7 weeks ago. I got a notification through the ASM notification system that I had a hijacker on there. I went into the site, into my listing. Now, my product sells for $14.95, current one anyway. And the hijacker was on there, and he put a price at $10. And because he'd taken the lower price, he was a brand new account, by the way. Never sold anything on there by the look of it. He'd actually taken over the buy box. So basically he was taking my sales. So what I did first, my first protocol was the cease and desist letter. So I sent the first one, gave it a couple of days, no answer. Sent the second one, I follow up saying that further action will be taken, still no answer. So at that point, I reduced my price down to the $10, the same as his. And that at least allowed me to get the buy box back and continue selling. So I left that for a few days just to see how that went. And after a few days, I then attempted to put my price back up again. And the same thing happened again. Within a few minutes, I lost listening again. So at this point, I thought, well, okay, I would just rather get my listing back. So I let him have the listing, and then I actually bought his stock. He had 9 items in stock. So I bought the whole 9. So now I'm a customer. So that put me in a new position. And I could, in theory, have sent it to New Zealand using UShop. UShop allows you to buy overseas and forward it on, but it would have taken too long. So what I did is I sent it to Andrew Stevens. And Andrew Stevens runs zebrapals.com, which is, for anyone who doesn't know, anyone watches this in the future, Andrew is a Kiwi in the States who has done work for me, has done work for other people as well, doing labeling, acting as a mid-shop, holding stock coming from and checking it. So you might want to order from China that you want to put into the US, and then he will relabel it and check it and forward it on for you. Great service. So I ordered my product for myself, in theory, but from this other seller, and then I sent it to Andrew. I sent Andrew an email saying, when it gets there, can you take a video of it for me, so that I could then see, one, was this product the same as mine? That was my first question. Or is it missing something else, or is it done totally different, or is it substandard, or is it not? What is it altogether? And so the reason I've gone to do a video is because I can use that as evidence going to Amazon, showing, I wanted to really show that if someone was selling a product and it wasn't the same as what I had listed, then I was able to say, hey, your customers are getting ripped off, because this is the listing I have here, but this is what was provided, and this is basically fraud. And that's, I wanted to take it from a point of view where it was in Amazon's best interest to fix it, because it was affecting their customers. So that's the way I tried to put the whole conversation. So I did that. Now, because the seller was selling from Vietnam, and by the way, he had other products supposedly listed in other countries as well. I had to wait the 6 weeks. So it was I think it was about $195 for the order. I thought, oh, yep, just process that through and get that off to Andrew Stevens because it's the only way I could see it work. So I processed that off and sent it to Andrew, just waiting for it to turn up. So the arrival time came along, was supposed to be the 18th of February. Checked with Andrew, still hadn't turned up. I had no tracking number from the seller at Amazon, so that was a little bit of a warning bell. So I had nothing from him. So I then did what Amazon, as a customer now, so I can go to a seller and say, okay, what's going on with my order, basically. So I did that once. I did it again. Still no answer. So as a customer, I went and left him seller feedback saying there was poor communication, because that was the truth. So now I gave him a 1-star for that, and a couple other people had given some feedback about products that they've got that were basically copy products instead of the originals. So his seller feedback now, or then, was 25%, I think, correctly. So his seller rating had dropped like a stone as well. So I used that as well. I sent that to Amazon to say, hey, look, this person is ripping people off. Look at the feedback that's going on. So I sent that through. Still no communication from the seller. So staying in the customer mindset, I went and did a refund, what's called an A to Z refund. And basically that's in the back of Amazon. You're saying, I didn't get what I ordered. I haven't had any communication from the seller in any format or another. I'm basically not happy. So when I did the form in the back of Amazon, you'll see it listed there. When you're a customer, you can see you can do an A to Z refund. I did it, and they automatically offered me a $95 credit, an Amazon credit voucher right there on the spot. And I could have chosen to taken that there and then. I thought, okay, so this is interesting. This was without any human intervention. So I thought I'll just leave that and see what comes out of it. So I left that off of the end and didn't take it. Now within 24 hours, I got a full refund of everything that I purchased directly back from Amazon straight away. So Amazon has basically taken the path of, it's easy to refund these orders and keep the customer happy than do anything else. So the end of the story was basically the seller is still there as far as I know. I haven't checked recently, but he's still on there. But yeah, I got all my money back, and that means that it's a process that I got a good outcome for what I wanted. I still never found out whether he actually had any of my stock. I actually don't think he did. I think he just put a listing up and decided to list in different countries and was basically ripping people off. I guess I got a good outcome. The main thing, I suppose, is what I did learn out of it as well was that I could have taken some steps to make it more difficult for him to do that. In the future, with new product sourcing, what I'm trying to do is making it harder to copy my products, listing from 2 different suppliers, getting parts from 2 different suppliers, and then putting them together. I've got a couple of good Chinese contacts which will do that for me. Some of my suppliers that I've built a good relationship will actually put stuff together from the 2 suppliers for me, and then work with a packaging person. But just to make it even slightly more difficult to copy, and also always pointing it back into what Amazon wants. Amazon wants happy customers, so I've got to point out that what this person is doing is upsetting the customers. And it was straight out fraud. And that's the point that I took it as much as possible. It can get really emotional. You've got a listing on there, someone's taken your product off. Apparently, if they go any further, they can start adjusting things if you're not brand registered. But you know, I took it's a bit of a compliment that they copied and tried to rip me off. Basically, that's the way I looked at it. So yes, it can be quite stressful, and Brett has already put in the forum too. Sometimes if you get a hijacker on your listing and he's listing the product at, I don't know, $50 and you're selling it for 20, it doesn't really make any difference. So it's not really worth the effort to chase them down or do anything with it. I'd still send a cease and desist letter to get them off, which works a lot of the times. But sometimes it's better to focus your energy on something else. So that's the best way that I can talk about how what I went through. There was actual things that happened. I think I've got some good learning out of it for going forward, and I'm just going to get smarter in my product research and the way I'm sourcing products from now on. But yeah, the idea of doing this call at least was, and it being recorded, that if someone comes along later and they're having problems with hijackers or they can at least reference us. Now, hopefully, there's enough information here that it will be accurate in the future, but use it as a guide at least to get you somewhere down the path. Yeah, that's probably the main thing. You got any questions, Amanda?
No, that sounds really good. Well, the outcome was good.
Yeah, that's the way I took it. It's just, you know, a bit of a compliment. Oh, my product was good enough to try and rip me off on. Oh, okay then. So yeah, that's pretty much the whole story, and now I'm just moving on, finding new products and sourcing new stuff. So that's pretty much all I had to go over. Yeah, that's probably about it for the day. I don't know if I'll carry on continue with these because there doesn't seem to be too much interest either, or I'm making it too hard for people to come and watch. We'll see what happens in the future. I'll post this up in the Facebook group probably once the video is live, and people can have a look at it then and see if there's any, especially if there's anybody watching this and there's any other subjects that they want to cover. Happy to go through what my experience is. I will only speak on things that I've been through and experienced. I won't try and say how things should be done or what process you should get in the parlour. I rather talk from actual experience. That's the way I like to run things rather than opinion. A lot of marketing people like to talk about opinions and how things have happened and what you should do and the rest of it. I'd just rather talk from my actual experience. It's just easier. I think that's it for today. I might as well finish this off and get it done and see what other interest is going on and get back out in the sun. I'll see you later, Amanda. Yell out if there's anything I can do for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. See you later.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.